Okay, so something a bit different this week. I'm still going to work on the rear lights, like I said I was going to do in the last video, but I've had a bit of a think about the bonnet, because basically I'm thinking the whole of the car is basically smooth, top to bottom pretty much, arches and everything, bumper, everything's all blended. But the bonnet's always had this line. Well, obviously, yeah, it's the bonnet, it's got to open, but I've thought about sorting that out, basically making it a bit more smoother and something a bit interesting, to be fair. I mean, it's always going to be on linear actuators anyway, so I was going to get the whole bonnet lifting up. So literally this whole thing was going to lift up and then tilt forward slightly, which it's still going to do. However, you'll notice I've drawn some lines on there, rough lines at the moment. But basically I'm thinking I'm going to cut out that middle section of the bonnet, this whole piece on these black lines up to the top here. So only that section is going to raise. So that'll come up. All this side of things is all going to be literally blended and made into the car. So this I'm going to keep. I'll keep the section here, so it looks like it's got a bit of a line, because it looks quite good as a styling line, I think, that section. And you'll still have some bits around the sides here, which will be like that as well. And obviously that'll all be blended in properly and other things. But I'll be removing the last two finally of these bonnet catches, so they'll be going today, and then basically we'll see how it goes. So I'll cut that out, get it all glassed in, and see what happens with this section that's going to raise, and then I'll give you a rough idea of how it's going to work after that. So yeah, I'll crack on, do part two, and hopefully it's not too mental. Okay, so as predicted, it all went a bit mental, to be fair. I didn't get quite as much done as I was hoping for, but it's pretty good. So, where do we start? The bonnet, you'll notice, has a big gaping hole in it. So I've literally cut this whole section in. Whole section out even. That's now there. That basically fits on top of. Where are we? On top of this section. The whole thing is going to raise. There's going to be two linear actuators over there, electric ones. They'll raise roughly about 20 centimeters up to about there, and then there'll be one at the front here, roughly, I think that's probably going to raise about 30 to 40. So the bonnet's going to basically go up like that and then tilt like that for shows. Basically that's the idea. You'll probably realize I've done a bit of the engine cover as well, so I was going to do the engine cover anyway, so basically like I was before. But this is literally just the first stages of it. So you can see how it's going to sit. So basically it's going to be roughly level with the scuttle panel over there, level with this, level with the front here eventually. I've got to cut it out, obviously it's technically at the moment it's all fixed to the sides just to get the shape. I've got to put some more fiberglass on here. I've got to do probably another 2 or 3 layers, I'd say, on here before it's sort of strong enough and ready to cut out and properly to shape. So it's going to be a little while. I've cut the scuttle panel to shape as well, so that the wings went over the top of it properly, and obviously this will all be tidied up all around here. You won't see any of these corners and things. That'll all be tucked away nicely. It's going to hide all the wiring, hide the air filter, hide everything really, pretty much. I've also started blending it. Oh, here we go. I've also done these as well, the same as these. I haven't flattened them yet, they're literally on first filler pass, so nothing major there. So literally that's that one done and that one done, so that'll all be nice and smoothed in eventually, and obviously all these bits of fiberglass and stuff all sanded back and filled and everything else. Yeah, what I was going to say, so this is where I've been blending in. It's only on first filler pass at the moment. Let's come over here. Okay, so basically all of this has been fiberglassed. So the bonnet itself is fiberglassed into the A-pillar. That's all fiberglassed in. Obviously it's filler on it as well at the moment, but it is fiberglassed as well. So that's all in there. It's also fiberglassed down the wing into this section. All of this is one big section basically. And then there's a first filler pass gone on over the top. Very rough because it always is in the first one. And that's that is all going to be blended in nicely. So that's going to be, there'll be no panel gap as such. That'll literally just be a nice smooth line there. I mean, it's still going to be a sharpish line because you have to keep the lines in there, but you won't see any gap or anything like that. So it'll be nice and smooth. It's all fiberglass in as well behind there. It's not just fillet; it's pretty solid. So it's gonna, see that there? It's not gonna crack or anything. It's all good. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. So it's all good fun. Yeah, it's gone along quite nicely. So let me know what you think. Obviously it's a bit mad, I understand that, but we'll yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, let me know what you think. Comment if you can, and subscribe. That always helps. And I shall do another video towards the end of next week, probably, would have thought.